I guess before the video starts, I think it's important to give you a bit of context on who is that person that I interview. So his name is Boshi. He is an ex-cheaters. He was very close from the creators of Regin and from the beta testers of that same cheat. I hope you guys will enjoy that type of video and interviews. I really like to do so because it allows me to have other point of view and to share different opinions and point of view on that channel. Even if I obviously do not support cheating, I still think it's important to have a dialogue about it. So I hope you guys will enjoy that video and yeah, don't hesitate to drop a comment and yeah, maybe he will answer to you, or maybe if I can help, I will answer to you too. In one sentence, can you tell me what cheating actually cost you?
What did it cost me? I mean, I don't know, because like it cost me, I would say, my main account. Sadly, that's I put kind of a lot of money in it, but at the end of the day, I don't really care since I mean I have a full-time job, and plus I expected a ban coming soon or never. So like I would say nothing really.
Well, I guess in that case, we can start with the introduction. How can I call you?
I go online. I go by Boshi in general. Yeah, that's the only username I use pretty much everywhere.
How many total hours you have in TF2, if you recall, and for how many years have you played at the game?
If I remember, I should have like something around 8 to 9,000 hours on TF2. Probably like 5,000 as a legit and the rest as a cheater. And I've been active, I would say since 2020. Yeah, I would say 2020.
And what like class or role and game modes you used to main and to play before cheating?
I mean, I wasn't really good as like projectile class. I was mostly like it can carry player, so I would mostly cycle around like sniper or scout. And if I'm feeling crazy and I have like a good medic with me, I would like go heavy because it's like probably one of my favorite class as a cheater and as a legit.
It's just funny because like projectile class are way easier usually to master than its gun, I feel.
I don't know, like I always like have a good like in raw skill. I'm very good. Like I have a very good tracking aim. I mean, I'm very good at tracking with my mouse and shit. But like when it comes to predict, I can't at all. I don't know why.
When did you first encounter cheating in TF2, if you recall? Was it like, for example, you saw it, or you got targeted by it, or someone invite you into it, maybe?
My first encounter, if I remember, it was like during the like cat bot era, like when bots started to appear everywhere. Because I was kind of at the time, like when I was very new, I was like very clueless about cheating. So I was like, everyone is legit and shit. And when I first encountered a bot, I was like, wait, that's a cheater. And I didn't know that it was a bot. Like I was very clueless. But then I found it was bot, and yeah, I would say my first encounter was like bots.
Okay, so you would say like the hook was what? Well, it was a bot, or like it was what? Maybe frustration, or the status, or something like that?
I don't know. It was mostly curiosity. Like, I'm like someone that is very interested to anything. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like something. I like to experiment with everything I can, and like, I remember like, I was like on YouTube, and yeah, I was on YouTube, and I saw like a cheating video at some point appearing, and I was like, oh, that look. I mean, I would not say that looks cool, but that got me intrigued, and that's when I like bought a Lamau box and I started cheating pretty much.
Okay, I guess you kinda knew it was maybe not the best thing to do, but How did you try to justify it for yourself when you first took LMO box, basically?
Not really. Like, I had this mindset of like, it's a video game. It's not that deep, I would say. So like, I might piss off people like by fighting them with cheats, but like any other day, like it's like cyberbullying. You turn off your computer, it's like nothing else exists.
Okay. Yeah, I can understand that. And okay, well, did you had a lowest point during that time or not? It's kind of, like, there is that stereotype of cheaters being like not necessarily good in their skin or like not having the best life and stuff like that. So the idea is kind of to see like your case compared to that stereotype.
Not really. I mean, obviously, like every kid on Steam, I got scammed once, but I was always like fine, you know.
Yeah.
But no, like during all my years as a cheater, I had some moment in life, yeah, I was down bad, but like, I would say like I would have a phase of like 1 week I'm like feeling low, and then after that I'm like, oh, this is fine.
Okay, yeah. And so you start on you start on LMO box, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you try like other cheats after that?
Yeah, I tried. I think my second cheat was like probably TF2 internal. It's a very obscure cheat. I'm gonna be honest. It's a free one. Fedoraware. And then since I was into trading and I could buy like region with TF2 keys, region was like one of my third cheats. And then yeah, that's pretty much what I used to use. Nowadays, I don't cheat anymore, but sometime when I hop on HVH, I would say I'll use Ateris. It's a private cheat.
Okay. Well, speaking about region, can you try to describe your timeline with region when you first heard of it, where the involvement you got with it, how it sounded, etc., etc.?
I would say like when I first got region, at that time I was hanging with only people that use Lemao box because we're like, because at that time Lemao box was actually decent. Now it's like very poo-poo. And like we tried region once, and we were like, yo, that shit is fire. let's buy sub every time. So I got slowly introduced to the region community, I would say. I wasn't very liked at first. I won't lie, but then I would say like after like half a year, like yeah, 5 months, I started to get like recognized across the community, and everything went well, I would say, and I met some of my to this day best friend online.
Okay. Okay. You said like you weren't like too much like. Was it because you were like coming from LMR box at that time?
Not at all. It was like, how can I explain that? Since like, still to this day, I'm a very massive Mario fan. My PFP was like, Boshi from like Mario RPG, and people were like thought I was a furry or some stuff like that. So I wasn't very well seen for that. But then when people started to know me personally, they were like, oh, it's normal, okay, or it's not a furry.
Okay, yeah. I kind of want to go also on what happened recently. Like, there was a clash between the two main developers of Region, between Senator and Dr. Rod. Can you try to give me your point of view on that? How does it look from your side? In your opinion, how did it affect ordinary players? Basically, can you like give me the knowledge you have about that?
From what I know, so like Region was made by like Senator and Rod. It's like a collaboration project, if I can say it like I can say it like that. It was since Senator at that time had like way more knowledge about TF2 cheating, and Rod started with like lithium. It was like everything at the beginning was fine, I would say, like from what I could tell. But then like in the recent years, Senator started to do less and less, put effort into the cheats, and it was mostly Rod carrying the cheat. And during like I think 2024 to 2025, even more I would say, it was only Rod pushing the update on the cheats. And I think it got into the head of Rod and he got pissed for that. And then I also heard that apparently Senator wasn't even paying Rod for like 3 months. So like Rod pretty much ditched the project and went on his own.
Okay. And like you were still using Region at that time, or?
No, at that time I already quit cheating in general.
Okay. When did you quit?
Let me check on my YouTube because I have a rough idea of when I quit. Hold on a sec. I would say it was 3 months ago I quit.
Okay, yeah, so not that far away.
Yeah, it's pretty recent.
To still go back on Region, did you know if like the users start to notice like some, I don't know, maybe some policy shift, some drama, some basically where things would have happened during the recent clash between the two devs? I know, for example, that there was a Lifetime who was bring back, there was some discount who were shown on the website, so which kind of like, personally from an external point of view, make me think of some sort of exit scam from the developers, but it's speculation on my end, so I would be curious to have your opinion on that.
I mean, from what I know, like Senator doesn't have a job from what I know, so like Region is only his only source of income. So like I feel like you just want to get money right now and as fast as possible. On the other hand, Rod seems wealth enough. He seems fine. What he signaled me was like, I don't want to trust Region anymore, in all honesty.
Yeah. And well, would you have some myths about Region or big namers that, or like, you know, so community circles that you could share with us? I don't know if you have like some anecdotes or stuff like that.
What can I say, dude? I know so many stuff. I'm gonna try to put some stuff that can get me in issues or some beef that got turned off. Big name. Oh yeah, I have something. Yeah. So like, during 2023, beginning of 2024, I would say, if I remember correctly, there were like a new cheat coming out named Moneybot. It was like, in quote unquote, the best cheats for the rich people of TF2 cheating. They were branding like that. And there were a group of Region Goblin, I would call them like that. Most of them are now my friends, with very good term. They switched to Region, from Region to Moneybot, because like at that time Region was kind of lacking in updates. And like it started some massive beef between like Region and Moneybot, because like all the good users of Region switched to Moneybot because Region was lacking in updates. And then even me, I got involved into that quote unquote war, because I was like, not to like have a massive ego, but like I was one of the most known cheating YouTuber using Region. So like I was like enemy to like clip, you know?
Okay, yeah.
After that, like there was some drama inside Moneybot, and all those guys went back to Region, and we settled the beef, and some of them became some very good friend of mine, I would say.
Okay, I want to like kind of develop something you mentioned, which is basically like the cheat software war, if I can name it like that. Basically, from your point of view, how do cheat devs manage to compete for customers, for markets, because I guess if you make that type of software, you basically want to keep a constant base of users to, well, have your income. So, and I guess it's a very predatory field, to say the least. So I'm kind of curious about that. Like, what is your thoughts on that, honestly?
I mean, from the ways they mostly compete for like customers, I would say is like nowadays, I mean for a while now, the only like selling point for like, I would say most of the cheat right now are like projectile aimbots, since it's like not predicting something from the future is not very simple, since it's like very complicated math and shit like that. And like, if I don't know, if you're like a random kid on the internet and you see like a projectile aimbot predicting someone for like 20 seconds ahead, you'll be like, that's impressive. And like, I would say that's what brings more people into cheating, I would say.
Okay. Because of those like kind of wars between cheat software, did you, for example, already saw some like dark threads or like people trying to spread fake news, like going for refunds, like stuff like that?
For like most of it, no. But dog threats, do I have to answer from personally or like in general?
You can do both, honestly.
Personally, like none of them, but dog threats, I received many from like both cheating community and from legit as well when I first got banned. That was kind of funny because I didn't expect people trying to go that far just because I was cheating on a video game. But if we talk in general, dog threats are very common in this community, I would say. And exit scam, it's pretty rare because like the cheating market right now is very low. The only thing I have in mind is like the cheat I mentioned earlier, which is Moneybot. It's an exit scam, so like, yeah.
Okay, Moneybot is actually an exit scam.
I mean, if you want some more explanation, it was at first like they promoted their TF2 cheats, and then they moved to like CSGO 2018, which is like a subgenre of HVH. And like, I would say the developer was kind of shady, and he did some not cool stuff in the community. He's not a pedophile or anything, but like, I would say there's like in HVH 2018, there's like some golden rule that you have to respect, and that the developer was like, I'm gonna break all of them, and hacked like my cheat's the best one. So like his cheat got cracked, and then it's been like 1 year radio silence from them.
Okay, well, since you are an ex-cheater, I would guess that you know pretty well what to look for about spotting cheaters. Because of that, I kind of want to make you having a contribution to helping us as legit players to spot cheaters more easily. So can you give me some behaviors or some patterns that legit players can spot on over the span of a match to detect cheaters?
I would say the first thing like people should look for is like backtrack, because it's something you can't really hide. Like if you die, even though like the enemy was like, I don't know, you were like, you picked and for a second and then you hide and then you die from no reason. That's the first thing you should look. Or if someone is hitting like very weird hair shots, or pre-firing like some random corner. That doesn't mean that pre-firing is like a proof that someone is cheating. But if it's a constant pattern of like pre-firing without like any info or communication, that would be like a red flag for me. Or if someone gets a lot of crits, or like crits when he's in a bad situation, I would say.
Yeah, I definitely agree on that.
One thing that people are not looking for is like, since we have a auto strafe, I'm pretty sure you're aware of that.
Yeah.
People are not really looking about like auto strafing, and it's like not a lot of people like care about it. So like most of the cheering casual will like just use it because most of us, we know that you don't care about that. I was like, auto strafe is like a massive red flag.
Yeah,
unless it's like someone corrects in movement.
Can you try to like? I know personally what it is, but can you try to explain for the people who don't know, like what an auto strafe is?
It's like in Source games, like if you want to strafe left and right, if you're in hair and you want to strafe, you can only pretty much go left or right because you accumulate speed, and if you want to go another direction, you will lose all your velocity. Auto strafer, what it does is like it keeps your velocity, and so mid-hair I can go from left to right in an instant, or like forward, backward, forward, left. You get the point.
Yeah. I also see them like doing that with B up.
Yeah. I mean, as personally, as someone that does movement in general on CSGO or like Source game, because I'm a movement goblin, B-upping on TF2 is mostly easy. So like, I wouldn't say it's a red flag in general, but if someone like constantly B-up all the time, that could be a red flag, I would say.
Yeah.
Like even for no reason, you just B-ups.
Yeah. Another question I have is like, did it happen to you to make some false positive, basically like confusing a legit player for a cheater, for example?
Yeah. I would say a couple of times, because like, I know to explain it, but like when you have a cheat, you feel like you're invincible, you know? And then when you see someone that can compete against you, like, yeah, that guy's cheating for sure. So I would say like many times I had like false positive, and I was like, okay, no way that guy was just cracked at the game.
Yeah, I know like a lot of cheaters have that mentality.
I mean, most of us get mad if we shoot a crit sticky or like a crit rocket, and then all of a sudden the pyro just out of nowhere reflect that. We get really pissed off of that.
yeah, and well, especially it also happened to me. Like if I throw a rocket at someone and the rocket don't visually appear, but it's reflected because for the server it's here, but it's not. It's just not your client side. It's pretty frustrating. In your opinion, what is the best way or actions for legits to do against cheaters? Like, what tips can you give to legits when they face a cheater?
I would say like, do not give cheaters any attention, because like most of the cheaters will like look for attention, including me. I would say like, if someone calls me out, I'm just gonna either reverse engineer their brain, so like I'm gaslighting them into saying, you're just crazy, I'm legit, what do you mean? Or it's just like, don't overreact. I would say that by just overreacting, you're just giving them attention, and that's what they're looking for.
Okay.
And kick, I would say kick on sight. Like, don't say anything, just kick.
Okay. In the case like let's say the cheater is like in the enemy team, would you have some tips to fight that guy as a legit player?
Any tips? I would say, in general, like, don't play aggressively, like mostly play in a passive way. Like, don't try to go for him in general, because if the cheater is smart enough, he's gonna wait for you to do a mistake and then pick you to kill you.
Okay.
So like, if you wanna go against a cheater, I would say like, since now the meta in cheating is like playing projectile bots, go sniper. Most of the cheaters nowadays, like, either they have a free to play account and they don't care, or if they have a decent account and they will like only stay on projectile. So I would say go sniper if you're decent at the game, or go heavy with a medic.
Okay. Now I kind of want to go on the consequences of cheating. Basically, did cheating cost you something? I don't know, like I think you talked to me about like losing an account.
I mean, What it cost me $700 worth of item, but that's all. I must say that's all. Because like some people thought that the fact that I got banned meant that I quit the community. No, like I said, I don't really care about my items. I'm not very. I know we say that. Like I don't care about internet stuff. I would say. I don't know if you get the point I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I do.
But in general, like besides a massive exposure on me, nothing else. Like I lost my account and I got a massive exposure from like across the community, I would say. That's all I would say.
Okay. And can I have like your thoughts on the social reputations with made to cheaters? Do you think it's fair? It's unfair?
I would say like the social most from what you told me, I would say that you in the cheating community you have three different people. Like you have people like me that just were cheating in friends and didn't really care. Like we're just here to have fun and shit. And you have the people that are like somehow are still playing to win because no offense to them, I would say they pretty much have nothing else than TF2 cheating, which is very sad, I must say. And you have the other type of people that are just like nonchalant and they just play the game, say nothing, and move on life. Like they sometimes hop on the game, cheats, do something else. Like TF2 cheating is like not the main game, I would say.
Okay. What make you finally stop cheating? Was it like the ban, the fact that you got exposed, maybe it's a burnout or guilt?
Okay, so the ban didn't stop me at all. Because people, like I said, people were thinking that I got banned and that's why I pretty much quit cheating. No, because like I'm gonna be honest, I still love the game. Like still to this day, I really love the game. What really made me stop was mostly the community because like, how can I explain that? If you don't have a friend group, or a well-established friend group, I would say in this community, and you're just like wandering around, the only thing you might see is like just people rage baiting each other, and it's just not fun, I would say. And low-key, I grew up from this. I grew up a lot from this, because like, even when I started cheating, I already had a job. I still have a job to this day. I was like, I have more important stuff to do, and like cheating is not my priority in life. So yeah, it's a mix of like community pushback and burned out and guilt. Honestly, no offense to all the legit, but I have no guilt. I'm an evil. Sorry.
So I have a friend who named is Eve, and she wanted to know, as a cheater, your thoughts on basically being insulted because of the fact that you will cheat, and if you ever had pleasure to try to annoy players because of using cheats.
I would say that when I was cheating in casual, 80% of the time I was just like cheating, and if I get kicked, I'd take my kick unless I was like in a 5-stack and I won't be able to be kicked. But I would say like there's some moments when like people sadly does the mistake of speaking in voice chat, and that's kind of mean what I used to do, but like just rage baiting them was like kind of funny because I don't know, my take on like online stuff still to this day, I still stand to that, is like, if you get mad at a video game or get mad online, you just should not be online in general, because like you should do something else than that, because like Tyler the Creator said, I'm just gonna quote what he says, like cyberbullying is not real. Like if you're getting bullied online, just turn off your computer and it doesn't exist anymore. So like I went mostly that way, I would say.
Okay. I cannot disagree on the cyberbullying, but so I kind of want to conclude that interview with a few more questions. First of
Mhm.
all, basically, because you are next tutors, you told me that you kind of grew up from cheating, but was it just because of the fact that you had a job that it make it less appealing? And in your opinion, what still draws people into cheating?
What is less appealing is like I said, it was mostly the community that was like, it not used to be like the same as before, where he, nowadays making friends in this community is pretty much hard because you have to find your way in, and it's not a very welcoming community. And I would discourage anyone to join the cheating community or cheat in general. There's better stuff to do, like I said, in life. And what's still drawing? I would say it's mostly like I would say it's mostly like either people that doesn't want to learn the game or doesn't want to know how to play the game, and they just want to like get good in like one payment, if I could say like that. Or just people that just don't care in general and just like wanna like, I don't know, they came back from school, they turn on their computer, start cheating and just chill, I would say.
Okay. Would you have like one habit you would give to like a tilted legit player to improve without a shortcuts? Like, I don't know, like you were speaking, for example, about people being mad and stuff like that.
What do you mean by tilted? Like someone that get mad easily?
Yeah, kinda.
I would say that in general, if you like in a game, like for example against a cheer or like some pub stompers that are very good at the game, you have to, I would say like you have to get in the mindset that it's just a video game. It's not that deep in general. If you find a cheer or a pub stomper or like someone that is low-key weird, just requeue. Like if you're from EU, you can find a match in like 20 seconds. If you're from North America, even less time, I would say. And TF2 is still a pretty good game, a pretty big game in general. So like, if you have any issues or like if the server, you don't like the server, just requeue.
Okay. Okay, I have one last question, one last main question to ask you, which is, well, because you were into the cheating community, can you tell me what factor caused, in your opinion, a ban in TF2?
From what I could tell, and what we, because pretty much we're not 100% sure at this time, but it's only theory that we have. We're pretty much sure that vote kicking and reporting a player in game, not on Steam, in game, can cause most of the time a ban. For example, I have a friend that has like 200 to 400 hours as a cheater after the ban wave on the new account. And I'm pretty sure he accumulated a fuck ton of reports by what I can tell. But since he got kicked no time, his account is still fine to this day. So like, I would say that it's mostly report and vote kick, yeah, that can cause a ban on the account.
Okay. Well, thank you. Do you have like something else you wish to add?
I would say, I want to say something, but I don't want to sound corny by saying that. But I'm not gonna defend like cheers, but like in every people on TF2, or even as a cheer, or even as a legit player, at the end of the day, we're all human. So like, even if a cheer is ruining your day, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay. Well, thank you for the interview, honestly.
You're welcome.